It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying in to is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And off we go from Dallas. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go! Right there! We're going to 54. Wide.
Trying an inside give to Elliott. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Yeah!
From the 43. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah! There we go!
Dak now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here.
46. Yeah, here we go!
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Washington touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53.
This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Yeah!
Running the counter, Elliott. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yeah! There we go! What is it?
Once again, Elliott. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, kill! What is it?
On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Yeah, here we go! What is it?
1st down, here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, really?
Handoff running right, Elliott. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Yeah, here we go! What do you think?
From the gun is Prescott. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
We're going to 54. Why? Yeah!
Elliott running out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Prescott here from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
47. Yeah! 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott makes the catch. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Dak. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 3 now.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take. 26.
Dak to the air here. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They run it from the gun with Elliott. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Gay's kick is good, and that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. This one goes off right tackle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 42. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Our score reads 10-6. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Cowboys have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, here we go.
From the 48. He steps in and makes the interception. And the Commanders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got time here. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Offense up to the line fast. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The Commanders ready for the punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Taken at the 2. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Elliott straight ahead. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! 26!
Here's Dak. Forced out to his right. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go. Kill! 26!
Throwing from the gun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is. because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Again on 2nd and 10. Prescott escapes the pocket. That's completed right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This is Elliott running right. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 47. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Gap to take this down to the 28. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
From the 28. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys with work to do on 2nd and 12.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling left, buying some time. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Puts his body on the line, and he got it!
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. Their route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for this. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down, here's Dak. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
From the red zone now. Has a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Elliott. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Gay's kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Daniels. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Dak off the play fake. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
53. We're going to 54. Why?
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. He's going deep this time. He's got it at the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Trap 60.
Throwing now, Daniels. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can
Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yeah! Here we go. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
26.
They give him now to Zeke. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Completed to his running back. And this is down all the way to the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Elliott. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Everyone. Hey, kill. Everyone, kill. 26.
Prescott set to pass. This has been a trend, yet another interception. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check!
Now it's Elliott. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go, here we go. 26.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That finds Elliott complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Yeah! 26.
Prescott now on third down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Now carried by Elliott. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
26.
On second down, a run with Elliott. And they bring him down around the 34. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Right back to Elliott now. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. Right side. 26.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
Yeah! 26.
Back to the well again. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Yeah, here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah!
They'll run here with Elliott. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Yeah! There we go! Wait,
Again, here's Elliott. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Putting the body on the line for his team. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. And oh, he got it! Interception! Donovan Wilson picks it off. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Here we go.
Motioning the tight end now. Daniels on 1st down. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Cowboys have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
We're going to 54-1. Yeah, here we go.
This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
Once again, Elliott. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Yeah, there we go.
Trying an inside give to Elliott. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Yeah! What do you think?
Dak now from the gun. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. They're set up at the 35 now. Handoff running right to Elliott. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's 2nd and 2. Catch made by Cooks. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Fits it through the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run this with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lone back gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
To throw, Prescott. That's complete. Here's Brown. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go. Wait, take.
On fourth down, Prescott to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah. Here we go.
Elliott running out of the gun. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Has it downfield working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connects on the crosser. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Clock working against them here as they hurry to that line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Lays out. What a catch. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.